Good morning, my lovelies. Happy Thursday. I think it's Thursday. I haven't been keeping track of the days very well lately, but I have been wanting to talk to you guys for a while. And I thought today would be as good of time as any. It's a beautiful morning. Me and Bug sitting out here, just enjoying the weather. I was listening to some flute music earlier, and the sun was shining in my face, and there was like a hawk flying around. It was pretty magical. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. One, I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, and if not, you can see a bit now about my black eye. I had a few people reach out concerned about it, asked me if I was okay. I am super okay, so I wanted to, for one, address that, and I'll let you know what this came from. And just speak about why we're here today, and hopefully I can bring you some clarity and some comfort and calmness for your day today. So this journey of another bird, I think it's a blue jay. Anyway, this journey of, finding your true self, being your most authentic self, all of that. Over the years, I've been on it for about 10 years seriously, as far as really acknowledging, what was going on spiritually, energetically, and just really tuning into that side of me. I've always been pretty esoteric and into, crystals and nature and all of the stuff, realms and different things like that. But for the last 10 years, I've been even more serious about, meditating, connecting with guides, again, myself, whoever, whatever, trying different processes to manifest, to create the life that I truly want and everything. And I'm sure you guys know exactly what I mean. Part of the reason I wanted to talk today is because, over the years of the things that I've tried and I've gotten to experiment with, I want to, for one, share those more with you and give you guys more examples. Yes, it is a blue jay. Pretty cool. Anyway, give you guys more actual life examples of, okay, if I experiment with this and I say this is how it is and this is my belief about it and this is what is going to happen, right? Some of these processes are different. They all boil down to the same base thing, really, but they're different in the ways that they're explained between, Napoleon Hill, Abraham Hicks. There's so many, dude. There's so many. All the people that talk about all the stuff that we're talking about right now, right? So, in my experimenting and observing and trying things, and a lot of them not quite working out, I've come to the realization, and after doing some research and again observing, dude, it really is all down to just our beliefs. So, and your decision about what you want. That's why everyone says it's so important to decide what you want and write it down and be specific about it. Because you really have to believe that you can get it and know that if you are the creator of your reality, right? And if everything out here is a mirror of you, then that's where you can take that as guidance and again, of a reflection of what is out there showing you where you're at with yourself. Okay? So, with me, I've been trying all these different processes because I have had the belief, not anymore, for so long, that I had to hustle and work hard and try and just exhaust myself with trying to do things to achieve the life that I want and to really, create what I want and feel the way that I want all the time, okay? But it comes down to deciding. And I'm realizing that, I have realized, so I'm not in the energy of anymore. And let me just say, if you're here right now, you're already in this leveled up energy and in this energy of realizing that, I'm just done trying. I'm done exhausting myself. There has to be something that I'm missing so that's why I'm here to give you some examples of of kind of what's been happening, and that everything is going to be okay, and that you do create your reality. So the all the processes I've tried again have exhausted myself, and here lately I've just had to literally give up and just let everything go. Being the blue jay that's right there in my face again. Blue is about our throat chakra and communication too. So maybe there's some truth and authenticity you're needing to communicate. This is me right here needing to do this. I don't want to say needing, but I know it's part of me needing the words for it. I need to work on my vocabulary, obviously, but some clearing in my throat chakra. That I know that I felt some tightness in here lately, and it's because I've, kept myself to myself for a while, and I've been wanting to speak with you guys, and I haven't. So now that I am, it is feeling a bit more flowy, and Mr. Blue Jay there is just a wonderful symbol of that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Exhausted myself, and so I don't have kids. I just have Buggy. I do like to take care of my plants and the butterflies. In the springtime, I help out with the monarch butterflies and their migration and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's just been me, right? Part of that is my decision, of course, but I am grateful for it because I've realized that it has helped me be able to experiment with things and how to do things and energetical in this life, and kind of try something and see what works and see what doesn't, and to be able to share that with you guys. And so that's what I'm gonna do. The black eye is part of what's been happening, actually, so that I've just been letting go lately the last couple weeks. So I'm gonna backtrack a couple weeks to February 13th, which happened to be Friday the 13th, actually. It was also the weekend of February 14th, Valentine's Day, and that Sunday, the 15th, was Buggy's 1-year birthday, first birthday. So that was quite a big, what weekend, however you want to call it, shifty weekend, energetical weekend, definitely a shift in that time. So on Friday the 13th, unfortunately, my dad passed away. He had stage 4 cancer, and even though I knew it was probably coming sooner than later, it still came as a shock because I was supposed to be getting a phone call that he was getting moved, and the phone call was that he had passed away. So not only did that happen, but the first serious relationship that I've entered in about 9 years or so also ended that same night. So talk about a couple double shockers. It felt like there was a couple punches to the chest that day for sure. Now, everything comes in threes, they say, and I know everything crumbles to make room for new, right? So as I didn't want my dad to pass away, for one, I know he feels better, and I do know he's back home with the Creator, with God, however you want to put it, whoever, it doesn't matter. He's back home. I know he is. And my little sister Kat, who passed away when she was little, he's hanging out with her and just having a good old time with some of the fam. So I've learned to look at everything the best I can in the most positive way. Now, does that work all day, every day? No, because I get in shitty moods sometimes, and it just happens. We're humans and we have feelings, and it is what it is. So, but don't dwell there and don't remain there. And if you are living in your belief system that everything truly does happen for your highest good, then you have to realize that even these crumblings and these things that seem so detrimental are really not. Okay? They're you can easily look at it from a different perspective. I've talked about it before, that little meme or whatever kind of comic book strip square where it talks about life in perspective, and you have a choice, and you truly do. There's the two guys sitting on the bus, and one guy is looking out the window, and all he sees is the cliff wall, and it's just brown and ugly and a wall, right? And then the other guy is sitting on the other side of the bus and looking out the right side, and all he sees is pastures and meadows and rivers and sunshine and everything. All that a guy on the left had to do was shift his perspective. And that's truly how it is, because in the quantum physics of things, when we look at an atom or a molecule, whatever, it changes because of our belief about it. Okay, so if you're here, then you already know what I'm talking about, because you're on the frequency of the quantum stuff already. And I'm not a fucking, professor in it or anything. Again, I'm just sharing what I have been going through and observing and experiencing and experimenting with, and hopefully it'll help you guys too. So there's always, there are things in our lives, because there's black and white of everything, right? There's duality. So you've got good things and you've got quote unquote bad things that happen, right? Things that, again, like I told you, just happened. Oh, the third thing I wanted to tell you guys about is, which I talked about yesterday, was that I'm no longer going to be working at the tattoo shop downtown Orlando that I was working at. Again, no bad blood. It wasn't, that's not where this came from. It's just, I had to sit down and realize what I truly wanted for my life. And if it doesn't fit, then I've allowed it to fall away and I've surrendered. You know what I mean? And so quite a few things have fallen away, as you can see, and I'm still good. I'm still happy. I'm still, getting up, getting dressed, and going forward, because the realization too that it is all about my decision of what I want for my life and for that day. All right. So I just need to keep choosing myself each day, you guys, and make a decision and take your power back from things. Sometimes we share ideas with people that we are super stoked about, and they shoot it down, right? And they put negativity on it, and they put their ideal, what their belief about it is on it, and it just kills your whole dream right there. So for one, stop sharing things with people that, number one, are going to shoot them down and be negative about it. I don't care if you think they should be happy for you because they are supposed to love you. That doesn't matter. It's all about a belief system, and you can change your beliefs about those around you and their behavior and things, and they'll act accordingly. So if you have somebody in your life that is rude to you, even if they're in your family or supposed to be a friend, and you've just noticed that they're like, wow, they really don't talk to me respectfully, and they're very rude and kind of passive aggressive, you can make a choice. You can make a decision. You don't have to deal with that behavior. So that's your choice. You can deal with it and say, oh, well, this is just how it is, or you could not. You know what I mean? The thing that keeps us from that is a fear of maybe them not liking us, or judgment of ourselves, or we think we're being mean or a bad person. That's bullshit, you guys. It's such bullshit. You have to take your power back and stand up for yourself. This life that we came into to live is ours and ours alone. So our reality from inside pushing out is our perspective and what we are creating vibrationally, right? We are all vibrating. Vibrational matches. That's why my pets that I've had have all been pretty chill and, have listened to me fairly well and well behaved and all of that, because that's what I decided and that's what I expected. I'm not going to put up with pets that are acting like assholes and just being crazy. You know what I mean? Now, with Bub that I had before, I held on to the belief when I rescued him that he was bad with other animals, and I worked with it a little bit, but I let fear really overtake that, and I just let that belief live. And so I had the best life with him that he could. I made sure he had the big backyard, and we played, and we did all kinds of fun things, and went swimming and went to the beach. But there was some beliefs that I could have altered in that time that would have switched up his behavior, believe it or not. So believe it or not, but it is about that. So I want you to get up and decide for real, you guys, each day what you truly want for yourself and for your life. Okay, you deserve it. You need to take your power back. Don't say, oh, well, this person is gonna, no, fuck that. It's your life. You're the boss of it. And so you need to stand up for yourself again and take your power back. You don't have to walk around arguing with everybody and reacting to everything. If somebody wants to be rude or talk out of their ass, you don't have to, again, fight or argue with them or even react. You can just look at them like the crazy person that they're being and walk away and dismiss yourself from that situation. I choose to get up every day and feel calm. I could choose to get up every day and focus on a bajillion things to worry about, but I have a choice, just like you guys have a choice. So you could get up and choose to, again, focus on the worry, or you can be in the energy of, because you can't be both. You can't be in the energy of worrying and not paying bills and having lack and my life sucks, and be in the energy of everything goes my way and just how I want it to. So each situation, you might have to slow your ass down a little bit and take each situation one at a time, right? So wake up. For one, you need to take care of yourself first. I don't care if you have kids, pets, other things to do. If you're not taken care of first, then that's energy that you're already taking into the world, that you don't matter, that you're not a priority. So first thing, get your ass up. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel ready and set for the day, give yourself, I don't care if it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, if you need an hour, give yourself that. If that means that, you know, say you have to get the kids ready at 7 to be to school at 8. So if that means you have to get up at 6 to achieve that, to give yourself the hour before they get up to do that, then that's what you need to do for yourself. No excuses. No, well, they kept me up till 11. Well, then you need to be a more stern parent, and you need to have more power in your household and stand up for yourself with your children and say, no, it's time for bed. We're going to bed now. Good night, and get a routine. You know, kids and pets, and they love routines, actually. They don't like to be scatterbrained and can't figure out what the fuck is coming next, because they don't feel safe in that environment, right? So when they get up with a leader, and the leader of the household, the head of the pack, then they can follow that example, and they can follow the calmness, and they can follow the decisiveness and the assertiveness of, hey, this is what we're doing today, this is what's acceptable, this is what's not, and here we go, and we're gonna have a wonderful day, and that's it. Or you can get up and, you know, choose to start taking care of other people first, and it's chaos from there on. And then you haven't even gave yourself a minute to breathe, to really decide, this is the type of day I want, because you've already accepted that, oh, well, I got up late, and so I'm a horrible person, and my life sucks, and everything's over. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I've chose that before, trust me. I've been in that energy. I've been in the depression. I've been in all of that. And all these manifestation tricks, and this is why it doesn't matter if you're, this is why people that are not good people, that do evil things, that do things that aren't very nice, still can have all they want, because it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with their belief. That doesn't mean I want you to go out and be a fucking horrible person. I still believe in karma, trust, and you're gonna get yours. Like, that's not, if everything's a mirror and reflected out from you, it's still gonna be chaotic in your life. You might receive all that you want, like, you know, the money that you want, the house that you want, but your house is shit. I mean, your life is shit. Your relationships are shit. You know what I mean? Because that's a reflection of who you are as a person, because you're being shady. So you're gonna get the shadiness reflected in that mirror back to you, okay? Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I'm about to touch on the black eye here in a second. All of these processes that I've been trying so hard to do, and my perfectionist self that, you know, from judging myself growing up and just not letting myself be the beautiful person that I am, as you probably haven't been either. Allow yourself, chill the fuck out, breathe for a second, put yourself first, and then everything else falls into line, you guys, because that's the mirror, that's the reflection. It's reflecting you putting yourself first and standing up for yourself and taking your power back. Does that mean that you have to get up and do everything this exact way like this person does, or that way to get this? No. You do things how you believe that they should be done, and that is comfortable for your life, and that you're able to expand and be the person that you want to be. Me trying all these processes over the years and really forcing myself to get it right, and to fix myself, and to heal, and to do this right, or I must be doing that wrong, I must be doing that wrong, caused me to faint. That's where this came from. I fainted, and I hit it actually happened back in October too, because I've been, again, I'm gonna repeat myself, exhausting myself with all of these processes, because I found a new video that I think that's gonna work. It's because my mirroring self kept showing me things that I thought I needed to fix, because I kept thinking I needed to fix something about myself. I don't. And now that I've surrendered and I've let that go, and I'm just chilling the fuck out, it's so much better, you guys, and things just flow more naturally. But you have to know what you want, and you have to choose it. You have to make the decision. So if you're a very indecisive person, and you have kind of a scattered life going on, and you feel like you're out of your mind, you need to be more decisive. And I don't care if that's about a morning routine. What is it about your morning routine that makes you feel good, that you like? If you're getting up right now and doing stuff that you don't like, then stop. You can stop. I don't care if you're pissing somebody off, let them be pissed off. This is all about you and what you need to do for yourself, because then that radiates out into everybody around you, okay? So in October, a week before my birthday, I fainted because, again, I was shoving myself. Now, I do believe it's kind of just part of the process in a way too, but again, whatever. It's just, I fucking exhausted myself. And pulling my brain back and forth in so many different directions, it's like I shut down. And when I fainted, then I chipped my tooth, which I got that fixed. Thank you. My BFF dentist across the street, they're the best. But it happened again a couple weeks ago. So, no, not a couple weeks ago. It happened, hello, this is new. Jeez Louise, I told you my timing is way off because I'm not trying to pay attention to time like I used to and be on such a strict schedule of I have to do this and I have to do that. No, there's no have to. I just need to be and just exist and just go through the motions of if I am an artist like I say I am, and then I need to do art, right? If I want to help people like I say I do, and that's the person I want to be, and be some type of a leader or somebody that you guys can come to for some type of clarity and comfort, and I've gone through it to be able to share that example with you and that experience, then I have to not be afraid of making these videos and sharing this stuff with you, no matter what, if I have a black eye or not, or what's going on, okay? So that's why I decided to do that this morning also. Like, fuck it, you know? Can't be afraid of being seen. I have to make a decision. If I want to help, then I need to put myself out there and help you guys. And that is part of what I want to do. And once I do this and we chill out and have a smoke and a coffee or a tea or whatever in the morning, chill with Buggy, chill with your peoples, your animals, your beautiful children, then you can go about your day. You know what I mean? And not hopefully make the decision to go into it with ease and with calm and with peace. And anything that doesn't bring that, you don't have to engage. You don't have to react to it. You know, choose peace, choose calm, and see what that looks like. So when I fainted last week, a few days ago, whenever it was, I hit my face on this dresser that I have, or this table that I have in the living room, and knocked over a few things, and it's pretty scary. You know what I mean? But my brain just shut down. And I've been to the hospital, and they did my vitals and checked everything and my blood and all that, and everything was fine. And guess what? I knew it was going to be fine because I'm healthy. 22:33 as I said that. But, you know, that's only the third time in my whole life I've ever fainted. And I've been going harder than I ever have been. I'm trying to figure myself out lately and fix myself and heal myself. And I'm not doing that anymore because I'm healed. I'm perfect the way I am. I have to claim that energy and be in that vibration. I'm either in the vibration or I'm not, right? I can't be in the vibration of trusting myself and not trusting myself at the same time. I have to pick one. So me trying to not pick one and be indecisive, my ass passed out, and look what happened. Hit the left side of my face, which is all about feminine energy. The left side of our body, if you're dominantly right-handed, is about feminine, and the right side is about masculine and about giving. So the receiving part of me, I've been damaging, I've been not nurturing, I've been ignoring, I've been hurting, and look what happened. I fell and busted my shit. Stressing myself the fuck out, you know what I mean? So, I want to live a calm and peaceful life. I want to be somebody that you guys can come to for comfort and help out if possible. Some clarity, as I said. Hang out with animals, kids, family, friends, loved ones, have fun, travel, explore, experience, you know, and do art. And that's what I want to do. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And that's it. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope you can go about your day with some more clarity, just relaxing, you know, into what you want. Once you choose what you want, you write it down, you go refer back to that every day. And you don't say, I'm going to, or I want this, or you make a decision and you say, I am that. I have this. Whatever it is, it's decided. It's already done. And put done at the end and read it every day. And you have to remind yourself that that is what it is. And watch everything start to, it's fucking magical as shit, but it starts to quantum leap into the vibrations of the matching reality that you want, because it has to, you guys. That is the only law. Okay, your beliefs and what your vibrations are is what's matching. So if your belief is in two different places, you're gonna see scattered things about it. You're gonna see the belief that kind of like proves both sides, you know what I mean? Because you're in confusion. And don't get to the point where you're fucking passing out like my ass. So just calm yourself, and when you sit with yourself for a minute and quiet those voices, that's why meditation's important. Just to quiet your mind. You don't have to focus on anything, but it's getting your mind quiet enough to be able to hear what you want. Period. Point blank. It's not what you want because of what society said. It's not what you want because of what your parents said or how you grew up. No, what do you want? Fucking give yourself permission. Talk to the little child, your inner child, and ask them. Go back to them before they got, abused and damaged and railroaded into these other belief systems. Like, it has nothing to do with you. What do you want? And go after that and make the decision, and don't let anything waver outside of that. Okay? You are a priority. You are enough, and you do deserve the most and the best of everything. You're not taking away from everybody, from anyone, by wanting all that you want and knowing that you're deserving of it. You're not going to rob a bank to get what you want. It's not depleting somebody else. Everything is in abundance. So it's already created. So if you're not matching the vibration of it and you don't believe it, that's why you can't see it, because you don't believe it. So have some belief in yourself and have some power in yourself and stand up for yourself, okay? Don't let people walk all over you. If there's something that you don't want to do, say no. You're allowed to say no. Who cares if somebody gets mad at you? That's their problem. They need to go read The Four Agreements then by Don Miguel Ruiz, because one of his, don't take things personal. And that's helped me so much, because you don't know what somebody else is going through, and you don't know what they need, and you don't know why they're saying no. You can always ask, but it's really none of your business. They said no, they don't want to do it. That's fine. Accept it as that and move on. Don't be all in your ego about the shit. Get all puffy about it. You didn't do anything wrong. Maybe they are sad and they don't want to put that energy on you. You can, again, pick what reality you want from it. You can either choose the reality of, oh, well, fuck them. If they don't want to hang out with me, then you can be all snide and shitty about it, or you can be understanding about it. Because if that's a reflection of you, you would want somebody to be understanding of you if you said no, right? So vice versa. It is what it is, you guys. It's already done. You're there. If you're here, then you're there, okay? I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, decide to, and you will. I'll see you soon. Maybe tomorrow. Bye-bye.